Hi everyone. Did you know that the Queen is frugal, that the royals have rarely been more transparent about how they spend their money? Did you know that they hardly cost us anything at all? Well, no, nor did I, but that's the impression you'll get from certain parts of the media. Now, every year the palace publishes its annual finances. They prepare their own report and the spin that goes with it, and too often the media simply repeat that spin word for word. So the headlines are about 60 pence per person, the return we get from tourism and royal property. And the problem is that is all wrong. The palace is being dishonest, misleading and less than transparent. So what does the monarchy really cost? Well, no one is quite sure. But our Royal Finance report published in 2017 put the figure at £345 million. When I spoke to David McClure, author of books on royal wealth and funding for our Abolish the Monarchy podcast, he was quite clear that he thought that our figure was in the right ballpark. So why is the official cost so much lower than more accurate estimates? Well, let's run through the figures. First, we include the official sovereign grant. In 2017, the latest figure was £79 million for the year. Today it's £82.4 million and rising. Then we add royal security, which has been estimated over the years to be somewhere around £103 million a year. Now that may be a bit low. There are at least 19 royal residences that need to be protected around the clock, whether the royals are there or not. Any royal visit to open a shopping centre or school will cost local and metropolitan police thousands of pounds. Also, any personal private journey will require police protection, including overtime for overnight stays. And of course, if a royal is overseas for more than a couple of weeks, the Metropolitan Police will be flying officers out there and back every fortnight. With Harry and Meghan now permanently resident in the US, that security bill would have gone up by a few thousand, or a few million, I should say, a year at least. It's worth adding that we don't owe the whole family round-the-clock security as well. So security should be provided on the basis of advice from the police. And it's been reported many times that the threat to the royals is very low, probably similar to the threat to any regular celebrity, and less than the threat to any reasonably prominent MP. If Princess Eugenie or Princess Alexandra want extra security, they can always pay for it themselves. The Queen, of course, needs security, as any head of state would, but the Queen could also do plenty to reduce that bill, certainly by reducing the number of homes that she has. Anyway, so far we have the sovereign grant and security, a total of about £186 million a year. Then there's the Duchy of Cornwall and the Duchy of Lancaster. Now these are crown property, they belong to the state, not to the royals, and yet we let the Queen and Charles keep their profits. At the time of writing this report, that figure was £69 million for the Duchy of Lancaster, £25 million for Cornwall. Now I also mentioned the cost to local police when the royals visit towns and countries up and down the country. These visits also cost local councils a fortune. A conservative estimate puts this figure at £22 million spent by local councils on royal visits every year. And there are various other smaller costs as well. So there's Lord Lieutenants, £2.2 million, government departments and Crown Estate spending, £3.8 million, the Royal Household's Pension Scheme, £2.3 million, and the Royal Trust surplus, £2.6 million. Now it's hard to be precise, but we can be confident the cost is at least £345 million a year. And don't fall for this nonsense about a few pence per person. Public spending doesn't work like that. The questions you need to ask yourself are this: is this spending justified, and what else could it be spent on? A few examples. £345 million could pay for 15,000 new teachers. It could pay for 15,500 new nurses, or 17,000 new police officers. Now, wouldn't it be better spent on those things than on palatial homes and helicopter flights for the Windsors? Now, of course, any head of state will cost millions, but nothing like the bill for the British royals. Similar but elected heads of state in Europe, like in Ireland or Germany, cost less than 10% of the cost of the British monarchy. And here's the main takeaway for you. The total cost of the monarchy is not the problem. It's a symptom of the problem, and that problem is an unaccountable, secretive, hereditary institution that knows it can get away with spending our money like it's their own. If the monarchy were free, I would still be here telling you I want it gone. The monarchy doesn't live up to or represent the values most of us believe in. It doesn't just cost us hundreds of millions of pounds that could be better spent on schools and hospitals. It also costs us the opportunity to celebrate those real values of equality and democracy, and to freely and fairly elect our own head of state. So that's it from me for now. We are currently running an appeal to raise £12,000 to support the YouTube and podcast projects. Please head over to republic.org.uk/millions to find out more and make a donation if you can. That would be fantastic. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share the videos. We want to reach millions of people around this country and around the world to make the case against the monarchy, but also to make the case for a British Republic. Bye for now.